This is Paul Cooney with Mark Goody. Listen, I just want to say thanks to everyone who's made the switch. Thousands of you. And that's year 4 started yesterday, Mark. And you were here right from the beginning. Oh no, you made the switch as well. That's right. No, genuinely you did. From some great people there as well. But thank you. So many people are making the switch. So we're on every night from 5 and more to come on the Go Radio Football Show with Global Eco Energy. Tomorrow night, John Hartson and Barry Ferguson will be here.
Good line-up, strong.
Yeah, Thursday, Stephen McGinn will be here along with Peter Grant, and Andy Walker is joining us, I think, with Barry on Wednesday. And you'll be back. We're back to normal Monday as well.
A little bit strange, but working again, having the double pun. It's been good. The hour it flies in, a lot of good calls, but you can just tell tonight, Paul, the calls that are coming in. Celtic fans, the points with the Rangers fans, everybody's really excited. And you think on Monday night we're going to have plenty to talk about from what happened on Saturday and Sunday. And of course you'll be building up with Rangers Champions League qualifier, 30 to 40 million quid on the line for Rangers. Absolutely massive for Michael Beale and the players and the supporters.
And James, exactly what I was about to say. You know, we've teamed up, Mark, with Alea, the brand new sports bar, and we're going to give you the chance to win £250. So on Alan on Friday they won £200. So just go to thisisgo.co.uk and register, and you could be going to the new bar, which is going to be opened up from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So it's a kind of early night for you.
Just a 12-hour shift. That's
Indeed,
not bad.
yeah. Take you back to Washington. No, of course you were there. I'm sure it wasn't, but it'll be great. And then on match days it'll open up, you know, if the game's at 3 it'll be on beforehand or whatever. So the Alea Sports Bar relaunched down by the Clydeside. We remember it well. So that'll be magnificent. £250. It could be you this Friday speaking to Barry and Andy. So thisisgo.co.uk. Quite a few people coming on there about Brendan Rodgers and saying it's going to be interesting tonight. You know, we heard Paul a little while ago and he put his points very well, praised Brendan Rodgers, but you can tell that, I haven't heard that for a while actually, how gutted people were at the time. And I sensed that with Ange having gone, albeit that they loved Ange, and he was there till the end of the season, but he has gone, and maybe people realise that it's a business. And Jota away to the Middle East, and you know, nobody would have expected that. Do you think, I just listened to what you said earlier on, Connor Goldson, is there a chance that Steven Gerrard will come in for the big defender?
Well, there's certainly there's been one or two things doing the rounds about the you know, Steven Gerrard being interested in taking Connor Goldson to Etihad. Whether it's you know, it's on the money or not, Paul, but certainly if Steven Gerrard fancies Connor Goldson, then you know, as we know with the Saudi Arabian clubs, money's no object. Pretty much 9 players out of 10, unless it's Kylian Mbappe, 9 players out of 10, if you want them, you get them. And for players, it's you know, it's real life-changing money.
It's absolutely massive, isn't it? So Jota has gone, and we've seen so many others. Doesn't look as though Mbappe's going to be there. And what about Harry Kane? What's the latest? So there's a meeting yesterday, Daniel Levy along with the Bayern directors, but Levy's still saying he wants 100 million.
And I mean, it appears to be Bayern Munich are the only club in town. You know, there's certainly been talks behind the scenes, there's no doubt about that, with Bayern Munich and Harry Kane's representatives. There seems to be a willingness from Harry Kane to go and try the Bundesliga. And remember as well about Harry Kane, Paul, for all his brilliance, and he is, I mean, he's outstanding, and he's a captain of England. I don't know if Ange Postecoglou's decided on a new captain yet with Hugo Lloris leaving the club, but he's never won any silverware, never won anything in his career. You know, it is, and he's and I know there's a goal scoring record that he'd have in mind, you know, to beat Alan Shearer's, but he could go to Munich for a couple of years and come back. But ultimately, you know, he's not the kind of guy who think, oh, it's all about me and I just want to beat that goal record. No, he wants to look back in his career first and foremost average and say, well, I won the Champions League, or I won a league title, or whatever it may be, and I happened to beat Alan, you know, I scored 300 goals, whatever it may be. But I think for Ange Postecoglou, Paul, bearing in mind that their season's 11 days away, he'll want a decision quickly. He won't want this rolling on, and he'll want to know what his money is, so that he knows what he can spend and what kind of players that he can go for. Because replacing Harry Kane, you know, there's 25 goals gone. Not easy to replace him.
We talked about the Rangers players that have come in during the summer. So what about Celtic, who'll be in action tonight against Athletic Bilbao at 7:30, the kick-off, the James Forrest testimonial match. So Nawrocki, I think it's going to be, who's come in, the centre back from Legia Warsaw. Thiago Oddenholm, the central midfielder. Yang, and we saw him briefly at the weekend, and Kwon, the two of them came late last week from Asia. Marco Tilio, maybe see him tonight. And Iwata converting the loan into a signing.
Yeah, I mean, it's more than 10 million quid Celtic spent in the summer, Paul, and 5 players or so they've certainly spent money. Obviously they've got the Jota money in. Remember, they had to give a sell-on fee back to Benfica for that. But as we know, Paul, with Celtic's set of accounts and Champions League 1 and the next set of accounts to come, Celtic are in an incredibly fortunate financial position, and credit to everyone at the club for that. And that's why for Brendan Rodgers, if he and the recruitment staff spot a player that they think, you know what, it could be a goalkeeper, could be a number 9, could be a centre mid, whatever it may be, they've got the financial muscle to go and make it happen. They can go and do a £10 million deal and give a player 50 grand a week. Not saying they're going to do it,
but they could.
But the option is there for them to do it, and that puts them at a completely different level from Rangers and every other club in this country. And it's credit to Celtic for that. They should be congratulated for putting themselves in such a strong and healthy position.
Brendan Rodgers has been speaking. How does he feel about the preparations?
Yeah, it's been a really good preparation for us. We've obviously got one more week to go, and then it really matters next Saturday. So I think everything that I've done in my last time here is all in the past. It's all in concrete what we achieved, which was great. But I've got a real determination now and to have another really successful spell here, and of course the foundations of that we've looked to put in place over the pre-season.
Mark Guidi, you said you think he's more determined than ever. Because he's got, listen, absolutely. He did brilliantly at Leicester, and then he didn't get any money last summer and all the rest of it. But he's got something, maybe not to prove, but he will want to show people in England and elsewhere that, he's better than what happened late last season. Yeah. And for the Celtic fans, he wants to win them back.
Well, you look at his record, he must have more than 600 games as a first team. Yep. That's why I say he's an upgrade on Ange Postecoglou. He nearly took Liverpool in the league title as what, a 38-year-old. Yeah. He comes to Celtic, wipes the floor with Scottish football, absolutely wipes the floor. Goes down to Leicester, wins an FA Cup, takes him to with a game or two of top 4. Now I know that Leicester won the title under Ranieri in 2016, but you look at his achievements. That's why he's an outstanding manager. Still only 50 years old. And he's coming back and he's absolutely on it. He knows everything that's going on. A few of the Celtic supporters only having him because of the way he left the club. And that's fine, that's up to them. So that's why he's got that extra. That's why Callum McGregor and the players of before are absolutely buzzing that he's back. They're loving it.
I don't think we're going to hear you until the season starts. So I need to ask you, who do you think is going to win the title? Is it too early to say? Do you want to wait till the end of the window? I'm just giving you a chance because I'm throwing it at you. But what are the headlines? What do you expect to happen? Because I'm also going to ask
Celtic's a team to beat by a distance. For me, Celtic, I know they've lost Jota, etc. But for me, Celtic's the team to beat, and it's going to take something exceptional, absolutely exceptional from Rangers to overturn Celtic. But right now, for me, it's Celtic.
And who do you worry about for the bottom of the table? And there's contenders already. I mean, St Johnstone.
Yeah, St Johnstone have got off to a terrible start. Losing to United, losing to Stenhousemuir, losing to Stirling Albion, totally unacceptable. So Stephen McLean will know I need to get things going. He's a good young manager. Paul wouldn't rule him out. But I think you take away Celtic and Rangers, and to be honest, see the other 10, Paul. Anything can happen. It really can. Aberdeen could get dragged into the bottom 6 because they've got European football. Hearts could get dragged into it. New management team. Hibs could get dragged into it. Lee Johnson, shaky spells. So listen, see the other 10. Anything could happen.
And Hearts, of course, have got this strange situation with the dual manager or a manager, and also because
that really works, Paul.
It's not going to work.
That really works. And I'm surprised at the experience and the hierarchy at Hearts that they've gone down. There's now maybe behind the scenes it's very clear, who the gaffer is, but we're certainly not getting that impression. And when you've got that confusion. It only takes one or two bad results and the spotlight really gets thrown on you.
People will be watching on Saturday because there's no major games in England. They start after us.
Yeah.
So it's a big chance, isn't it? A big crowd. You know, watching Sky, watching Celtic against Ross County,
Brilliant
and then
double-header.
Kilmarnock against Rangers. Let's hope for
for
great
us.
games.
Yeah, great for our Premier League to open that way. Really exciting. Paul, Celtic at lunchtime. You've got your 3 games in between, including St Johnstone against Hearts. You've got Dundee back up, new manager Tony Docherty, and then you've got Hibs St Mirren on Sunday afternoon and Kilmarnock Rangers at tea time on Saturday. That is an absolute belter.
Mark, thank you so much.
Cheers, Paul.
Tomorrow night we're back 5 until 7. Barry Ferguson, myself, Paul Cooney, and John Hartson.